Okay, I am back out here and I'm doing this hibiscus plant, transferring it over to the pot. I have it back here at the shadiest part of the garden, and that's where I think I'm gonna let it sit. I just came back on to show you all some of the stuff that I am doing to the soil. I have my bone meal. I've already put these things in. I have my bone meal. I did some worm casting, and I have some organic plant tone. I put a little bit of all of that in, and I also have my countertop food composter by Vago, and I'm going to put some of that in here as well because I've already seen some earthworms. This food scrap combination is of some tomatoes that went bad, some cucumber peel, apple peel, some strawberries that got too mush and I didn't want to eat them, some blueberries that was a little too soft for me, some lettuce that had got a little wilted, but you necessarily didn't have to throw it away. I put it in here. Some eggshells are in here. Some just different food scraps that I had. Um, well, my banana peel, I take that and make banana water out of it, but I don't eat bananas too much. Not my favorite thing. Um, so I think that's all. I can't think of anything else, but it does have eggshells and different things like that um, in here. So I'm gonna add some of that also around in the soil. And you put in food. I'll have to show y'all that one day when I'm actually doing it. You put in food and then you get this back out of it. I'm trying to think which way. Yeah, there we go. You get that back out of it. And you could sprinkle it around in your garden, or you could, everybody know you could compost and just put the food scraps down in your soil. Hold on, y'all. What is it? What? A who? It's a bug and you can't get in the house? Okay. Well, I scare it away. Yeah, I scare it away. Hold on, guys. Let's go see what kind of bug Kaylon is talking about. Let's go on a short field trip in the midst of this. Come on, let's go see what kind of bug you talking about. Lead the way. She says it's a bug and she can't go back in the house, even though she's been out here for 30 seconds, if that long. It's a bug on the door. It was a spider on the door. Okay, I don't see him right now. So you ready to go in? Okay, let's go. Go. Oh, I see that little spider you're talking about. All right, I'll kill him. I'll knock him off. Well, I'm gonna kill him. All right. All right, let's go back to where we were going through this garden. Y'all see that blackberry bush, honey? What the sun has done to it? Going back around here to what we were doing. That's my little other greenhouse. I'm using one of those greenhouses. I'm just storing stuff. I pulled stuff out, pulled out some of my bootstrap farmer stuff to up pot those seedlings. That wasn't happening. Okay, I was over that. I ain't even gonna talk about that no more because that get me stirred up just to think about it. I tried to do that. But this is what I'm putting into this soil. And this little canister here is from my countertop food composter. It's not the natural way of composting food, but it does break the food down and turn it into almost like little pieces of leaves, sticks. I'll show you when I pull it out of here. Let you see let you see it. This is still soft. It's still soft. It can get drier than this, but I didn't want it too dry. It can get dry. You could put your paper towel roll. You could put some paper towel roll in there, your toilet paper roll, paper towels, just anything that you would normally compost, you could put it in there. There's certain things I just don't put in there, but yeah, you could put just about anything that you would normally compost in a composter outside on a compost pile. You could put it in there, but I'm gonna put some of this around in here, especially since I've seen earthworms. And when I let it get real dry, I just come out and I just sprinkle it on the soil and just rub it in. That's what I do when I let it get real dry. But this is moist still because I was just running it last night, and I'm gonna just let it mix into with the soil. I'm gonna put a couple of hands full in there. And I'm gonna just stir this up in here. Can you guys see this? Might need to push it closer so you can see what I'm doing. Or did that go too far back? Trying to get it where you all can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, so I've already put it in, and I'm gonna just stir it up throughout the soil, just like I did with the other items that I put in. But I try to save most of my food scraps most of the time. Sometimes I come out here and I'll just drop some food scraps in the soil because there's a lot of these pots out here that have a lot of worms in it. So I'll just put some regular food scraps in it. I don't let it break down. I just come out here and dig a hole and stick it down in there. These earthworms, honey, they find their way to good soil. I always say the soil is good when the earthworms come in. I know y'all could just only see my legs in this pot, but I say the soil is good when you could dig it up and move around the dirt and you see earthworms in it. So I'm going to go get the hibiscus plant that I'm going to drop in this one. Sorry, y'all, that took me a minute. I was chasing a black spider because I don't want them out here in the garden. So this is the plant that I'm going to be transpotting over. And those pots could be used for something else. This was pretty heavy. Ooh. I could tell that the roots are growing through the bottom. So it definitely needed to be, yeah, the roots are growing through the bottom. So it definitely needed to be up potted anyway. So I have it out. I'm going to make the hole a little more wider and longer. I want to get it down. Let me put on my other glove. Put some of the dirt in here for a minute. Hopefully I'm not grabbing any worms, but they still in some dirt if they are. Yeah, you could look at the bottom of this and tell it was growing into the, that it was growing. It's growing of the shape of the plant at the bottom, if you could see that. that's inside the pot, because that is a pot that is a water reservoir at the bottom of it. So yeah, it needed to be out. That could be one of the reasons why it wasn't doing what it needed to do. Didn't have enough space to do it. I don't want to drop it too far down because those roots are going to need to be able to spread out. And I'm definitely going to water this well. I'll probably put it on a slow soak and let it just soak. And believe it or not, I have been dropping water on these plants every day. But you see how dry that was to the bottom? So dry. So I know if this one is like that, that other one is definitely like this. So after this, I'm going to go in the house. I'll probably get that other one later. It's getting hot out here, and I have plenty that I could do inside till later on this evening. I may have to prop it up because it looks like it want to lean and pull. I may have to prop it up because I don't have it deep down. So I'll probably be getting one of the 6 feet bamboo sticks to prop it up. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Checking my mic, make sure my mic is on. I've been doing a lot of bending. I don't want my mic to be off because I have had a couple of videos where I'm talking and you can't hear anything because I think once I have the other little connector piece plug into my phone, if I don't have the mic on, then it silences the video. Okay, now this kind of up potting, I don't mind doing. It's a big pot, a big plant, and I got there. So I'm going to go over here and get a bamboo stick so I could prop this up. And I have some Velcro that I'm going to be using. Hopefully that's going to be close enough to it. After I stand it back up, as you can see, it leaned over as soon as I let it go. Now I like this Velcro because it's reusable out here. Believe it or not, since I let Kaylani back in the house, she's been back out here with her papa telling him to let up the umbrella. He let up the umbrella and she's already gone back into the house. She does that throughout the day. see, you can see these leaves are yellow on here. Hopefully this would do the trick and these leaves could come back to life with the nutrients that I have in the soil. And I'm going to put the rest of the dirt back in. Well, y'all, this video is already 15 minutes of me just planting repotting up a tree. So I'm going to see you guys on the next one. I just wanted to come back on and show you what I'm doing in the garden and what I'm doing with the hibiscus plants, the things that I use to fertilize the soil, the compost from the Inside Countertop Composter by Vego. I know a lot of people say Vigo, but I do believe it's pronounced Vego, I think. But either way, people know what we're talking about. I try to pronounce certain things correct. That, you know, that is somebody's product. I'm not advertising for them, but it is a good product. I do like it. It's not your natural way to compost stuff, but it does break it down, and it will turn it into dry fertilizer. Like I said, this is moist, but I usually let it get dry, and I'll just sprinkle it in with the soil, and then I'll wet it in. I'm just dumping out the rest of that soil. And I'm going to wet this in real good because it is super dry. Super, super dry. But hopefully this will do the trick and it'll be able to bounce back and keep on flowering. I haven't seen a flower yet, but it is getting tall. Keeps producing a lot of leaves. So it's headed in the right direction. It just needed a little help. So we up potted it, put it in a bigger pot. We fertilized it with some bone meal, worm casting, some organic plant tone that's good for trees and vegetables as well. At least that's what it says on the front. So, and then we'll water it in. I'm going to let it sit back here in the shadiest part of the garden, and hopefully that'll do the trick to it. And later on this evening, because I'm already face sweating now, it takes a lot for me to head sweat. Dropping sweat on my back is nothing. That happens quickly. But my face is sweating now, so I know it's time for me to go into the house before I start feeling nauseous and dizzy or whatever. That's the older I get, the sun affects me in different ways. But I will do that next Asian hibiscus plant later on this afternoon in the other pot. And I think I'm going to let both of them sit back here because that one looks the same way as this one with the yellow leaves and stuff. And I want to give them a chance to recoup, especially after I take them from one pot to another. But y'all saw the bottom of this plant, how it was shaped like the inside of this pot. If y'all can see the inside of this pot, I don't know if y'all can see the inside of it is in that X, and it's a water reservoir on the bottom. But it rained. I watered it every day. I have been watering these plants, especially these hibiscus plants. And not a drop of water in here. You would think that water would be in the bottom, but I just think sometimes I have garden failures because I think I'm watering heavy and I'm not. So clearly I wasn't watering heavy because there's absolutely no water in here at all. So that's going to be it, you guys. That's what we're doing in Glory's garden today, up potting this hibiscus plant. I'll see you guys on the next one. If you're new to this channel, this is your first time, I certainly appreciate you. I hope you subscribe. And if you are past subscribing, you're back again to give me your support and advice, I appreciate you too. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can know when I post another video. I'll see you guys on the next one.